Hello everyone and welcome back to more Aston Villa. It's Thriller at the Villa here on FM22, and I can indeed confirm that there has been some Football Manager played since last time. Does it make sense? Is it logical? No, but then this is Football Manager, so what did you expect? Since last time's excellent wins over Borussia Dortmund and the late drama against Southampton, well, 3 defeats in a row. 3 wins in a row. So despite the fact we were able to knock out Manchester City, a side literally addicted to the League Cup in the previous round, we couldn't beat Norwich at home, which is, What more can you say about that? We went to penalties and we lost the penalty shootout. Very disappointing. But while that was disappointing, the following result was a complete and utter disgrace, a travesty, the worst game of the entire save so far. At this point, we're in season 3. We've only lost in the league, indeed, in normal time, at home once. And that was to Arsenal last season. Well, we've lost again. And it's to Newcastle. And it's just not good enough. I mean, what can you say? It was a disgrace. An absolute disgrace from start to finish, from every single player on the pitch wearing an Aston Villa shirt. I mean, the ratings don't really show it. But, I mean, Tyrone Mings, the main culpable party. Bailey didn't play well either. It was just poor. It was really poor and could prove quite costly. And then the defeat cycle was capped off with a 3-1 defeat to Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, we beat them at home, so it doesn't really actually matter in the end. But yeah, poor performance again. So I was a bit concerned, not going to lie. I thought we were going to go on a bit of a poor run, but it ended very quickly and, well, in very impressive fashion. We had some tricky matches, extremely tricky matches, Chelsea away from home and then Arsenal away from home, and we won both of them. A 2-1 win over Chelsea, good, solid performance, and then 2-0 win against Arsenal. We were brilliant. We blew them away. Raspadori got 2 fantastic goals. They were never in the game at any point. Martinez was fantastic as well. Yeah, brilliant. And then we followed that up with a 3-0 win over Porto in the Champions League, which has safely secured our place in the knockout round, which is nice. Just noticed that we can't finish top of the group, so that's good because we're going to be playing Real Madrid today. So that was in a game that means absolutely nothing. Great planning, really great planning. Brentford up first. We'll play Madrid because it's not often you get to play Real Madrid with Aston Villa. That's, in real life, that's not going to happen for a while, if ever. So, we'll do it anyway. We'll go for it. We'll see what we can do. Can we get a good result against them? That would be nice, even though I've just discovered it means nothing. But the game against Brentford definitely is important. This is your Premier League table. We are in our customary 3rd place. And, well, we're a little bit way behind Liverpool and Chelsea. If we win against Brentford, we will be only 3 points behind Chelsea, 4 points behind Liverpool, which isn't that bad, but it's more than I'd like it to be. And if we'd beaten Newcastle and if we'd beaten Wolves, then, well, we would be a lot closer. We'd actually potentially be top of the league or going top of the league. But, you can only work with what you've got. So if we can please beat Brentford, that would be good. We can keep the challenge up. We're definitely involved in the conversation. We're a little bit further behind than we'd like to be, but it's going pretty well. And so the team for this one is a little bit different than perhaps you were expecting. Martinez is going to be in goal. Melling is going to be at left back because Matt Targett is in some poor form and Melling's playing well. Mings and Mepham is also the centre back defence. We spent £25 million on Chaleta Char. He's been awful. Mepham's come in and done fantastically well. And don't get me wrong, Mings has been bad as well, but Mepham is the one playing the best. So he has to start, and Mings has been better than Chaleta Char. Kelleck is going to be on the right-hand side of the defence, and then Bentancur is going to be playing in defensive midfield. Polgar's not been playing especially well, so we'll bring in Bentancur. Zakaria is also there. Sanson is playing, not because Shabasholo has been in poor form, but because he is injured. He's going to be out for both games today, which is a shame. But Sanson, obviously, we know how good he is. Buendia and Bailey, they are playing pretty well. And Raspadori in amongst the goals. He is finally starting to click in this side. He's so good. He's so quick and he's so good. 6 goals already is a pretty good return, considering that Danny Ings got 9 in the whole of last season. So theoretically, this should be a pretty comfortable win, but the Newcastle game should have been as well, and it wasn't. So yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed that we're already quite so far behind. Even if we win this game, I I'm saying that. It's not that. If we win this game, we'll be 4 points off top. That's not bad, is it? I'd like to be top, but we have to sort of keep some perspective. And we've got a corner, first of all, played in. Mings is there. Mings scores. So that's good. Justifying his selection. Great start. You can't ask for any better. Absolutely plows the header in. Great ball in from Buendia as ever. And, well, I mean, it's not even a header, is it? It's not actually a proper header. He hit it with his feet. I mean, we're not living up to the name, boys. Not very thrilling first half, but very productive, very successful. That's fine by me. Let's not get complacent, you know. Raspadori's nervous. I mean, keep going, mate. You're doing okay. He's not bothered. He's absolutely terrified, which is a concern from your striker. A little bit of possession from us early on in this second half. Can we go and grab a second goal? Just completely kill the game off. Get a nice, comfortable 3 points. That would be good. Bailey's in behind. He's been scythed down by Charlie Taylor there in the box. And surely a penalty. And, yeah, it's given. Unsurprising. It was pretty textbook. It's going to be taken. Polgar's not on the pitch, so it's going to be taken by Raspadori, and Raspadori continues his good goal-scoring form. He's certainly living up to his potential. Still very young, of course, so we're not going to see his full potential in this save, but, you know, it's been a good debut so far from him. Okay, not long to go. This is looking pretty good. A third goal would be good. I mean, we've only had 2 highlights in the whole game, and they've both been, well, resulted in goals. Obviously, the second one gave us the penalty, and Sanson can just stretch the defence. He's fed Buendia down the line, goes wide, short back in. It's another foul on the edge of the area. This one is definitely outside, so surely only a free kick. We're checking again. It's definitely not a penalty, so free kick outside the area. This is probably not going to result in a goal. Buendia takes it, plays it in. Bailey's there. It's been cleared away by Aya instead. And that was that. The absolute definition of routine. 3 more points. We close the gap. 14 games gone, 33 points. It's a good return. 4 points off top. I'd like us to be closer, but Liverpool are just too good anyway. So, you know, any mistakes we make will be punished. We'll give everyone a rest before we play Real Madrid, but obviously the game is a complete dead rubber. But obviously, if we just rotate everyone, while that will give everyone a rest, we're probably going to lose, and probably lose quite badly, which I don't want to do. From a morale perspective, it's always best to keep on winning. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win anyway, but I'd rather put up a good fight against Real Madrid, even if it means nothing, than just essentially throw the game. Okay, I will rest anyone who's literally dead, but no one is, so that's fine. I mean, look, it's a good test for us. We're into the Champions League knockouts. That's confirmed. So we're going to be playing teams of this kind of caliber, you know, maybe. So let's put in a good performance, see what we can do. And they haven't made many additions from the original team, apart from Cheku Kouyaté, who, I mean, what? He must be, what, 35 at this point? And he's got himself a move to Real Madrid. I mean, fair going to him. He's 33 years old, and this is his first appearance of the season so far. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he's just happy with the money and the stature of the club. Or why wouldn't you be? You're 33 years old. You move from Crystal Palace to Real Madrid. We've got a corner early on. Buendia plays it in. Mings is there, and Mings hits the post. Unbelievable. Free kick, edge of the area, which Raspadori is going to be taking, and Raspadori's effort is not far away. He seems to be. He's got the penalties. He's got the free kicks as well. That one wasn't as good as the penalty, though. Corner in from Rafinha, and Militao heads over. Oh, again, we're not losing. I mean, we're playing quite well so far. All we want to do is just, keep winning, or at least avoid defeat. Keep the morale up as much as possible. Any sort of heavy defeat is never really a good thing. As Zakaria plays the ball in, Buendia's there, and Buendia's scored. Emi Buendia heads past Thibaut Courtois, and we are leading Real Madrid. Excellent driving run from Zakaria as ever. He's just so consistently good. Great ball in. And, well, it's a big leap from Buendia, who's not a player I associate with height, but it worked on that occasion. And we are beating Real Madrid. You can't say much negative about that. I mean, yes, this game means nothing, so they're probably not necessarily playing their best team. They're probably not necessarily playing as well as they could be, but who cares? This could be a pretty famous win, even if it means essentially nothing in the grand scheme of things. I mean, every game means something. Kellick with a ball in, it could be 2. It is 2. Raspadori gets another goal. His excellent form continues. It's 2-0 against Real Madrid. Melling corner in, looking for Mings, and it's 3. I don't care if it means nothing. It's Aston Villa 3, Real Madrid 0. I mean, we have won the European Cup before, of course, but no one's won it more times than Real Madrid. and we are now, well, comprehensively beating them. Don't tell me this means nothing. Don't tell me this means nothing. I'm aware that the only person that's repeatedly said during the entire episode that it does mean nothing is me, but, well, I'm wrong, because that means a great deal. One of the biggest victories in the club's history, certainly recent history. They had 1 shot on target. We had 12. Wow. Yeah, that was worth it. So there we go. We, of course, were already second, but to finish 1 point behind Real Madrid is pretty fantastic. And in fact, to get out of the group at all, given that Dortmund are a very good side, of course, Porto, no pushovers, it was a great performance overall. So there we are. We will await our next opponents with interest. It could be very good in that Champions League knockout round. And of course, the Premier League continues. The FA Cup will be starting up soon. It'd be nice to have a good run in that one as well. But we will be back next time for, I'm not planning on doing any January business really. We've got £10 million. Schlager's leaving, so we will need to buy a goalkeeper, I would imagine. I suppose we might as well spend every penny because this is it. This is the end. So, we might get someone in, but I'm not really going to sort of necessarily look to or focus on it. We haven't got any space really, apart from if we get rid of anyone. So, goalkeeper aside, probably not much, which means I think we'll probably be back somewhere around February. February is not many games at the moment. The FA Cup might sort of change this. The knockouts might sort of change this. But maybe if we go sort of Wolves, Man City, that sort of crossover period, that means we would cover deadline day as well, if anything interesting was to happen. But anyway, that is that for today. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe as well, and I will see you next time. Don't forget, next episode of the Chelsea series will be up on Sunday. If you've not watched the first one, watch it because it's pretty good.